I want you to think back to the last time you were at a hockey game. What were the crowd noises you were hearing? Every time the ref made even a good call that went against the home team, what did you hear? You heard an uproar. Mil Thousands of people booing, chanting. They let the ref know that they hated that call, even if it was the right call. Why did they do this? Because hockey fans don't care about, oh, was it moral? Did we win with our principles? No, they just want to win. They get the bigger picture. Winning is the goal of the game. They just want the ref to make calls that help them out, that may favor them. When the opposing team does something cool, they don't cheer for them. They just boo. When your team starts to suck, they let them know. Why? Because they want to win. They don't want some trash team on their side, and they make sure those guys get fired and kicked out. Sports fans get it. They get the end goal. They just want to win. And when your team does something like fights a guy, sure, is it kind of mean, but when he punches and beats up a guy and wins a fight and gets your team's morale all boosted, the crowd cheers. They love it. Why? Because it's good for your side. They don't care about holding on to their principles. They just want to win. And this is how we need to start looking at politics. Why do you think conservatives always lose? We are so spectacular. We are so great at losing every single fight. The only win I can think of for real win for conservatives come like taking away stuff that we already lost. Taking back lost ground. Like getting rid of making abortion not a right. We haven't even banned it in the nation yet. We haven't been able to ban the mass murder of babies. All we did was make it so it wasn't a guaranteed right anymore. That's how much we have failed. We can't ban the mass murder of babies. We are such a failure of a party. We are just now starting to see some bans for castrations of kids. I believe in Tennessee is where we started to see it. And it's just so sad. Like, how do we lose everything? And here's why. Because we always are like, oh, we need to hold on to our principles, right? If we don't want the other side doing it to us, we can't do it to them either. You know what? The left doesn't care. They will beat you up. They'll beat you into the ground. They will pummel you. And then they'll leave you stranded in the middle of the desert with no water, no food. Why? Because they don't care about principles. Because they get it. They just understand that what you have to do is win. That's what you have to do in politics. You have to stop worrying about, oh, well, it's not fair. It'd be kind of hypocritical for me to do this. Sometimes you got to think about that, right? And you don't want to start doing stuff that's bad morally, right? But you can still call them out for being dumb, right? You can actually figure out like what's going on and you can expose it and you can do things that you wouldn't want done to you. Like there's this common thing where conservatives will be like, well, we can't ban Satanism. We can't tell them they can't have their satanic temples up and we can't tell them to take down their satanic statues because what if they took down our crosses? Guess what? Let's take back the country. Let's keep our crosses up. Let's take their statues down because they would love to take your cross down as soon as they get the chance. So let's take down those satanic statues because we don't want those in our community. And we need to remember that, you know what, it's not about being even on each side because it's not equal. Christianity and Satanism is not equal. So you can favor one or the other. And there's only one you can favor in good moral, and that's Christianity. And when you put them on the same scale, when you say, yeah, you can have both, you can have the cross and you can have the Baphomet statue, you've lost. That's what you did. You brought Christianity down, and you were working in bad morals, bringing Christ and God down to the level of the self-worship, evil religion of Satanism, right? And that's what we do, because we care too much about our principles. We won't go out, and we won't go out and make noise. We won't go out and protest. Left will go down and burn your entire city down. The right will bear. It's hard to get them to even go out and protest because, well, we don't like it when they protest, so we can't do it either. What are you talking about, bro? You guys are so dumb. Like, not you guys listening, but like the conservative party in general, the Republican Party, the average guy in there, very low IQ, right? It comes back to the horseshoe theory. You have the low IQ guys and the high IQ guys, right? We are working together to take out the middle IQ. Those are the liberals. The majority of us, majority of conservatives, I'm not gonna lie, pretty low IQ. But the highest IQ individuals are also conservative. And then the 95 to 105 IQ range, the average, those guys are all liberal, right? So yeah, it's you can see why we lose a lot. A lot of our guys are kind of low IQ, but you guys listening, you guys are on the high IQ spectrum, I hope, and we can get some of those low IQ. They're still very valuable to the movement. Don't get me wrong; they're great. We love them. We love our. It was Adam and Eve, not and Steve arguments. Those guys are great. They're funny. They're hilarious. But we have to understand that we also need the high IQ guys to remind the world that well, you can't have man and man marriage because it completely destroys what the true institution of marriage is, and it destroys the bond between man and woman, and it destroys the importance of that and it takes God out of the conversation when it's a unity between the three God, man, woman, and then it brings a man and woman together to create a child and create life and create a beautiful family. Right? You need the high IQ arguments in there too. And yeah, so we are kind of losing right now because we get too worked up on our principles. And I just kind of went on a rant that was off topic when I got into that horseshoe stuff. So don't worry about that right now. Not all that important yet. But right now, just start thinking like a sports fan because I know most of you guys love your hockey. It's great. Who doesn't love hockey? But we gotta start taking back our country. So stop getting so passionate about sports, start putting some of the passion into saving your gosh dang community and family, people. Like, come on. You get it, though. That's why you're here. You understand. You're fighting back, and I appreciate it. Just start treating it like sports. Stop worrying about, oh, we have to be even for both sides because we don't. We have to start winning. And the left doesn't care about being even, and that's why they kick the crap out of us. So let's start winning, guys. But we got to do it together. Go ahead, share this video, like it, subscribe it. I greatly appreciate it. YouTube doesn't recommend my content all that often, so the only way these videos really get out is from you guys sharing them. So, again, I greatly appreciate it. But I'm going to head out on that note. So long, peace out, and God bless y'all.